Welcome to our series of videos on Natya for Joy and Connection. I'm Dr. Dasaratha Rama, and I'm in conversation with Sri Ujwal Jagadeesh from the Ramana Maharshi Center for Learning. And over to you, Ujwal, for your introduction on this topic of Natya for Joy and Connection.
Thank you, Ramaji. Namaste all. I had an experience a few days ago in the Ramana Shrine. We had an event for Sthapana Day. And in the evening, we had a few cultural events where there were dance and music programs. And what I could notice in the program is there were many children and toddlers in the audience. And I could see that every toddler could connect to this natya, to music and dance very, very naturally. Everybody could enjoy it. And we could see that the children were trying to imitate it and trying to learn what is being done. And they were having great experience. And later, the little boy who had heard the bhajan before, and after when we are having the prasadam, he was chanting that bhajan on and on and on continuously. So this made me wonder that the natya, which includes music, dance, drama, storytelling, and arts and crafts, is so natural and it's so joyous that everybody enjoys, including the little children. And it gives each one of us to connect to the toddlers. So when we are talking to a child, we usually do big, big movements, animated movements, or we sing a song to them, or a mother sings a lullaby, and they have this favorite song which will make them sleep. There is favorite song which make them move. There is favorite song which makes them do the little chores that they have to do. So this natya is a part of the learning experience in a child's life. I was just wondering, I think this is the power of Natya, which has been harnessed in the methodology called Theatre Arts for Holistic Development, which has been created and given to us by Dr. Ambika Kameshwar, where this magical power, this joyous activity of Natya, and how it can bring such connection. When there is connection, there is learning which happens, there is growth which happens. I think this is the power of Natya or Indian theatre, which has been harnessed in this methodology called Theatre Arts for Holistic Development. So in the RACE program that we have in our Ramana Center, this very same, it's powered by Theatre Arts for Holistic Development. And there is we are taking this to bigger children. That is, we are taking it to the school children from the underprivileged background. We take the same power of Natya. We try to connect to them through Natya. We try to get them interested in the subject by having dance activity, by having drama and having music. And by this, we can get the attention and the focus of the children. And when the attention and focus and love and connection is there with the faculty, I'm sure the learning happens joyously and naturally without any pressure or without any boredom. It happens, it's a joyous and interesting way to connect and learn. And this is what we see that in my connection with Anant, I see that there is this, we connect through Natya because he comes for dance class. And through Natya, we have so much of communication that we have through Natya, which is so joyous that we both enjoy being part of the class. And how Ramaji says that how the joy is so infectious. She says, even I feel joyous and I love to be a part of the classes that I have with Anant. So I think this is the power of Natya. And as you have given the right tagline, Natya for joy and connection is very, very apt and beautiful. How one theater activity can bring about so much of new insights and so many goals can be attained. For example, we have the fruit song. The fruit song was basically made to introduce the children with the names of the fruits. But with the fruits, we have the knowledge of alphabets. We have A for apple, and B for banana, and C for cherry, D for dates. We have matched the beginning letter of the fruit. That is one concept that the children can learn. And also we have the different shapes and sizes of the fruits which the children can explore. We have apple is a little bigger, okay, and banana is little long, and we have cherry which is smaller. So they learn about the different sizes and shapes of the fruits which they learn through the song. And you can explore it. We have an extension of the fruit song where we start talking about the apples are red in color and they are crisp and juicy. And how do you need to eat the apple? You need to cut it and slice it, and then you need to eat the apple. And it's different from banana. Banana, you need to hold it, you need to peel the banana, and then you eat the banana. And we have different colors. That is, banana is yellow in color, and we have different tastes for each fruit. And when they're learning this fruit song, they can always explore. When they're actually eating a fruit, they can relate to this song, and they can revise what they have learned. And as Ramaji mentions, that the family immersion gives a lot of beautiful opportunities to reiterate what they have learned in various situations, and to learn the concept well and to imbibe in their lives. Any example that you are remembering, Ramaji, with Ishan?
Ishan loves fruits, so we have a lot of examples with fruits. We started doing the fruit song a few months ago, and Ishan used to love that song because he was always having some fruit in his hand, and we would sing that song. Then we started, we used to walk to the daycare with him, and on the way we would be singing the fruit song. And then we started making up the silly fruit song. So we'll sing A for watermelon, B for cherries, and something like that. And he'll laugh because he knows it's not, B for watermelon or something like that. So we used to have a lot of fun with that. But when I really saw the power of it was when I started having phone conversations with him. And it's not easy to have phone conversations with a 3-year-old who's running around and always doing something. But if you would have like a little smoothie in his hand and I'd say, "Oh, did you put an apple in your smoothie? Did you put a banana in your smoothie?" And we would actually sit and have a great conversation. And he would start laughing. And I'll say, "Oh, I think you put some cauliflowers in your smoothie." So we will have a lot of fun with conversations like that. And of course, the one thing we found was I always tell my son, please don't give him a car in his hand because we can only have these conversations when he has the right props. So either he has a fruit or a fruit based, uh, you know, thing that in his hand, and then this works. So there are some little things there to watch for. But it was really impressive for me that I could actually have an, extended conversation with him on the phone using this Natya. So it has evolved for us that way, that we start using the little vocabulary that we've built up, the movements we have shared together as part of our storytelling and conversations. So that's really enjoyable to see. And I think that's where I, see the power of family immersion, because in a teacher can present it in a structured way, but at home, Ishan and I, well, you yourself do a fair amount of repetition, so but you might do it 5, 6, 7 times, but then in your family immersion class. But then if we keep playing with it in different ways, and then we also connect concepts. So for example, oh, I can't reach the mango. So this was something that Ishan found very interesting and would keep on saying this. So these kind of things, you find that once there is a little shared vocabulary, concepts, movements that we share with the child, then we can really have a lot of fun with it daily and keep expanding it. So I just want to make this point because we have a lot of videos, and it's not just 4 or 5 songs or 10 or 20 stories or whatever it is. The point is that any one of those songs, you can really keep going with it for a pretty long time.
Mm, wonderful. Your idea of spontaneity and to have spontaneous exploration of the concepts, it reminded me of one of our dance ballets, which talks about what is time, and it talks about the glory of the present. present, Vartamana Ramana, it's called, where the example that is given is usually to make a donkey move, they used to have a pole and with the apple dangling in front of the donkey. And it's such a analogy given for us that we are always moving ahead to catch that apple which is dangling in front of us, and the donkey can never reach, but we are forgetting that fruit which is ever present within each one of us. So I think the theater arts reminds us to have fun right now, here, and we don't have to think about what goals we are going to reach after doing this activity or something like that. The Natya gives us an opportunity to enjoy the present, and the learning happens naturally, and it's a joyous process.
And it's actually interesting how the structured exploration and the spontaneous fun, play into each other, because we are having a lot of fun with, say, the fruit song, or combining the fruit and the tree concepts and so on, because we have also done the song itself many times. So that structured exploration sets the stage for more improvisation and more fun over time. So I think, if I compare my parenting experience to my grandparenting experience, I think that's probably one difference, because as parents, also I was using a lot of the Wheels on the Bus and all these kind of songs. But my mother jokes that, oh, I think RMCL has really trained you well to be a grandma. And I think that is true, because now what I have is I also have these structured Natya activities. And with that, with Ishan, I think we've really built up a good base of concepts and movements. And especially since we also added the hastas, he likes the bee and so many other hastas. So we combine the hand gestures too. So it's been a pretty interesting experience using Natya for fun. And the point that also it occurs to me is because Anant came from the Bharatanatyam background, and at that time we still did think about, oh, arts, you learn dance and then you do the Arangetram or you perform something. But since Anant accidentally fell into that children's song because of the 100-day theater arts project that we were doing for parents, so that was actually a pretty beautiful detour for us, because otherwise you would not have been teaching Anant these songs. But it was very timely for us, because we learned these songs and we've made good use of them with Ishan, and now Sanjay is slowly beginning to explore the animal song.
Wonderful.
Namo Ramana. In the methodology of theatre arts for holistic development, pioneered by Kalaimamani Dr. Ambika Kameshwar, she talks about the 4E's. The first E is exploration. In theatre, we have opportunities to explore new songs, new stories, new dance movements, new choreographies, and new situations and scenes. And these explorations give us various experiences. Some make us happy, some make us think, some may not like it, but these exploration helps us in the various experiences of our lives. And what we have learned through these explorations and through our very own experience find expressions in different ways. And we have expressions through communicating through stories, or singing a song, or dancing, or just beautiful painting or drawing our experiences. And the fourth one, and the most important one, which is the underlying one, is enjoyment. And this whole process of exploring and experiencing and expressing it through a performance or through a video or a reel is surely an enjoyable experience. And these are the 4E's, which is the basis of any theatre experience, and surely theatre arts for holistic development. Every lesson that we do at the race class is based on these 4E's. For example, if we are learning a new song, we are exploring new words, we are exploring the new meanings, and we are exploring new gestures to communicate the meaning of the song. And it gives a joyous experience. The dancing to this and moving to this new song is a lovely experience. And the student gets an opportunity when they have mastered this song, they get an opportunity to share it with their family members, with the dear friends, and in a situation where they can express freely. And all through the post process, there is enjoyment which is underlying, and it's a joyous process of learning a song. This is similar to any other theatre activity that we have, exploring a story or a drama or dance or even art and crafts. Please do remember these 4E's: exploration, experience, expression, and enjoyment.